What's up, everybody? King of Fomo here, coming at you with your daily crypto updates. Today we're going to be talking again about EGold. The price target that I made in my last video has been met. It is still only day 1 of 7 here, so the price can only go up for EGold from here on out for this auction. So as you can see right now, it's almost met. It's at $9.4, almost at $10, and probably by the end of this day or by the time you're watching this video, it'll be at above $10 right now. And we can actually make some realistic calculations about how much we are earning or how much we're making with EGold at the time. I'm getting super hyped for this at the moment because there's a lot of ways that this can play out, both positive and negative. So we're going to talk about what people might be doing and what you might want to do if you have a miner in here, or even if you don't have a miner, if you want to decide to come into here. So just some statistics to see. Let me say that again. Just some statistics for you guys to see. 190 wallets have participated so far. One of the things I want to actually go over here, and let me just reload this page. Right now, there is a total of over 2,000 unique wallets in EGold. So 2,000 wallets have a miner in this system. I think what that means is we're probably only 1/10 of the way through for people participating in the auction. Maybe a little bit less, maybe 1/5. Because I do think that a lot of people might wait a couple days to get some of this EGold from the auction. I think that only 190 wallets out of the 2,039 that are in this project, I think it still has a lot of room to grow in terms of the launch price for EGold. Now, what this means is they're going to put the liquidity on PancakeSwap, and that liquidity is going to start at $9.4. Now, there's 7 days left in the auction, so like I said, I think this price can go to $20 or even higher at this moment. And what that means is when they launch the liquidity on PancakeSwap, we can make some predictions about how much we have earned so far, or if we want to cash out later. So let me show you guys my statistics so far, how much I've earned from EGold overall. Let me go ahead and go back here, and we can see, actually here, it's going to be this page. So I have 2 active miners right now, and one's a G3, one is a G4. Now I messed this up on my last video. The way that this works is when you participate in the auction, or if you buy your EGold on PancakeSwap, that is the only way to actually cash out here and make profits. So for me in particular, just so you guys understand this, I have earned right now a total of 131 EGold tokens. That's how much I've mined. 131 EGold tokens. So 131 times 10 is $1,310 worth of EGold that I have earned. You have to pay a 50% MetaFuel fee. So what that means is I'm going to pay half of that. And so that means I'm going to pay a total of, 60 EGold tokens, and I'm going to be able to cash out that grand total right there of 131 tokens. So that's where the profit comes in. I know it was a little confusing before. If you're paying 50% and you're only able to sell 50%, you make nothing. But in this case, you make double of what you're actually paying in the fee. So that's going to be pretty nice right there. So if we do the calculations right there, let me see if I can do these calculations in my head. If I have a net yield, if I'm paying $60, and I'm paying $60 to get $120 out, then that's a $60 profit. That's the kind of way that you can look at it. Now, this is going to be more than $60. My total net yield, you guys can see, they actually plugged in the numbers right here. So $103 and $502 is my net yield. So you don't even have to do all of that math. They actually calculate it for you on the screen. You don't have to subtract or do anything like that. That means the profit that I can pull out today, if I were to do all pay all the fees and everything, I would get a profit of $605 from my 2 miners. Not too shabby from when I started. Now we can do some more calculations here, go even further. I want to go to the mining calculator. I love the way they set this up. Everything's already plugged in for you guys, so you don't have to really look at the numbers yourself. But let's just say that I'm doing my G4 miner. I have one of them. The network hash rate is current and up to date. If you click on the calculator, so it is currently 2.7 million mega hash. So we had an extra about 700K come into the platform, which is pretty nice from my last video. The mining period is how long you're mining. So if you decide to purchase a miner today and you waited 30 days to cash out your first cash out. So let's just say that this is going to be claim count 0. You haven't claimed at all yet. So we'll go ahead and calculate this at the price, the current price right now, which is $9.4. In 30 days, you're making about $800 for your miner. So that is a miner that costs $2,500, and you're almost able to get close to half, or maybe closer to a third of that value from 1 month. So you should be able to get ROI pretty quickly, according to that. Now, there's some other things to take note of here. Like I said, since this is only day 1 of the auction, I do think that there's going to be a lot more participants. It might be slow for, honestly, this is the way that auctions usually work. A lot of people FOMO in on day 1, and then the middle days are kind of slow, and the last couple days is where people FOMO in again. So you might not see that much movement over the next couple of days for the total participants and the BUSD deposited, which is $70,000. But let's just say that this price does get to kind of my next prediction or my next hope, which is 20 BUSD. I think that is definitely attainable with what we've had today so far. So let's just look at 20 BUSD. We'll calculate that. Now this again is for 30 days with a G4 miner, and you can plug these numbers in yourself, guys. The calculator's on the website. If you go to the top here where it says mining calculator, everything's going to be there for you guys. But again, if you plug this data in, what you're going to see here is after 1 month from that $20 price point, you're looking at an EGold, or you're looking at a profit, or not really a profit yet, but a total amount that you can pull out of $1,828 out of the $2,500 that you put in, which is over half. So that's going to be pretty good if it does, like honestly, if it does get to that $20 price point at launch or higher, then I might actually consider doing a sell right away. I think that would be pretty good to get, 50% ROI in 1 month is really, really good. Now, some other things to note here. I also do think that this price, this EGold price, this is where it gets interesting. This is where I kind of get hyped for it. There's a lot of things that people are going to do once this auction is over. So let's just say the auction ends and the EGold price is at $20 or $25. Does that mean everybody who bought EGold at auction are going to immediately dump right away? That could be the case, but it very well could be the case that people are going to want to hoard this token out. Much like with Bitcoin, when Bitcoin launched, you could mine that very easily on your own personal computer back when Bitcoin first launched. And plenty of people did that. Plenty of people sold their Bitcoin for pennies or dollars or whatever it was worth back in 2009, 2010. But there were people that held Bitcoin from that long ago up until now, or up until a couple years later. And those people made a lot of bank. Even if you made profit from doing sells over time as you're mining your Bitcoin, same case with EGold. Even if you can make a pretty good profit from selling quickly, there are going to be some people who are going to decide to hold on to this a little bit longer. And the thing is, with those people, if they're claiming at a later date, we talked about the way that this structure works before. The more you claim, the less you're actually going to be able to earn. Let me go back to the calculator here. So if people keep claiming like right away, real quick, they're going to be earning less and less. If they're on their 5th claim, let me go ahead and calculate that again. I might have to reload this. If they're on their 5th claim, they're going to be making a lot less than if they were if they were to wait. Sorry about that. Let me try this again. Fifth claim, mining period, we're going to say 30 days, and we'll do a G4 miner again for 1. We'll see if this calculates it right. Yeah, so in that case, instead of making that $1,805, they're only making $508. Whereas people who waited will have more to make. So let's just say that this is a person doing those claims really, really quickly. Someone else who waits maybe 90 days at that price of, we'll go back to the $20 right here. And they waited 90 days, and this is going to be their first claim after 90 days. That's $3,000. So this is what gets me excited about it. There's not just a one-track path. Like a lot of the other miners that we see, a lot of the other quote-unquote percent daily contracts that we see, those are just, crash and burn real fast because everybody is selling. This has burns involved with it. It has different fees and penalties for doing quick cash outs, and everyone's strategy is going to be a little bit different. So that's why I'm hyped about this. That's why I'm looking forward. Like, I don't know what's going to happen, to be honest. It could go bad. It could go good, which is nice to me. So how to get started with EGold. In case you guys didn't watch my first video I made on this, I'll give you guys a quick introduction on how to get into here, just because it's been a while. What you're going to do is, this is on the Binance Smart Chain. You do need BUSD to participate in this. So get BUSD on the Binance Smart Chain. You can go ahead and click on the Enter App button. And when you do that, all the steps will be in my description below. You have to enter the referral code to actually get a miner. Once you do that, you can purchase these miners at different prices. And the thing to note here, guys, I think pretty soon, I think it's by the time the auction ends, these miner prices are going to go up in value. So right now, I think they're 20% off. So you're getting a discount if you're going to try this early. So decide which miner you want to get into. Now, keep in mind, if you do decide to buy the G1 miner, which is 20 BUSD, that is pretty cheap. And at that point, you're probably going to be a person that wants to be very, very bullish on the project if you're only buying one G1 miner. Maybe the price of the token will skyrocket, and that will work out very, very nicely for you. But if the token does not skyrocket and it either stays at a reasonable price range or goes down over time, keep in mind that your gas fees are going to destroy you with this. Even though gas fees on BNB are not that high, the amount that you're making for $20 is not going to be that much over time. So I would recommend, if you're kind of going to go in the middle of the road, you're not super duper bullish on this, but you don't think it's going to crash and tank and turn into nothing overnight, I would look at the G2 or G3, or if you can afford it, the G4 miner. And the earlier the better. Like I said, one of the big things about these types of programs, and even like Bitcoin, you can compare this to Bitcoin. The network hash rate, the higher that network hash rate, the less you're going to be making on a daily basis. That means the people that jumped in here day one, when I talked about this, they got one of the best network hash rates, and they got a lot of tokens on day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. But as more and more people get into this system and that network hash rate continues to rise, they're making less on a daily basis, less EGold on a daily basis with a higher network hash rate. So that's kind of the earlier the better when it comes to that. So that is everything for this video. There's a lot of ways that this can work out, but again, there's no guarantees. Worst case scenario, that does happen. What I said earlier actually does happen, and everyone that bought in the auction just immediately dumps their tokens. The price kind of collapses and people have no incentive to buy it. So you guys have to do your own research and figure out your own way about how this is going to work in the future. But I'm looking forward to it and seeing what this thing is going to do in the next 7 days when EGold gets launched on PancakeSwap, when we actually get to that final price. I'm looking forward to it. That is everything for today, guys. I don't think I told you guys how to join the auction. It's pretty simple. I mean, I'm not going to baby you guys that much. All of the instructions are listed here on this page or in my description below. So just click on the buttons and you guys can figure it out for yourself. Catch you guys in the next video. If you want to get access to my videos earlier than everyone else here on YouTube, go over to Patreon, become a patron. It's only $2 or $3 a month. And there will be some extra added benefits when crypto starts booming again. But for now, you get early videos. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.